Hi, this is Takashi Inohara from Jazz Lab Japan. Today I want to talk about very interesting, copies. Okay, first I'll show you the sample. There are two albums. The first is this one. Yes, I don't know whether you know this. This is Bobby Timmons. Sweet and soulful sounds on the Riverside. And the other one is Junior Mans, Big Chief. The Junior Mans Trio, Big Chief. That's the title, and the label is Jazzlands. And both are, of course, reissues. And reissues by the Fantasy US. But, I already talked about this reissue series, called Fantasy Custom LP Collection Series by the Victor Music Japan in 1997. I most of you guys, maybe know that I already talked about the Wave Jazz Classics series by the Wave Japan. That is the early 90s. They reissued many Riverside, Jazzlands, Prestige, and New Jazz titles. And actually, the pressing and the cutting were done by the Fantasy US in the US, and the records. The LPs are brought here in Japan and sold by the Wave Japan. That's what they did for the Wave Jazz Classics series. But after that, the Victor Music Japan, they teamed up with the Fantasy again to, reissue the same, Prestige, Jazzlands, Riverside and New Jazz, and also they also included, Swingville and Mooseville, and those, minor labels, and they, I don't know, there is very few information available on that Fantasy Custom LP Collection series. So I don't know really much about what kind of titles they reissued, but actually there are many, at least 20 or more, or maybe 50 or more, because I have got many titles, and I sold them already. But these particular copies are really funny. I'm sure that these are from that Fantasy Custom LP Collection series, but the difference with the other copies in the same series that I got in the past is that the vinyl, the weight of the vinyl, if you weigh the weight of the vinyl here, Bobby Timmons' Sweet and Soulful Sound and the Junior Mans Trio, the Big Chief, they weigh 180 gram, over 180 gram, very heavy vinyl, and I'm sure that they use the high quality vinyl, the virgin, vinyl for sure, because if you look at the vinyl itself, it's a high quality. You can easily know that by the look, very high quality and heavy vinyl, 180 gram, and this is my first time to obtain these with 180 gram vinyl. So I don't know what happened and what they did with these two copies, and maybe it's like a premium reissue, but if you look at the label here, it's all the same, it's if you look at this label, Bobby Timmons, okay, the Riverside, but there is a print, Fantasy Inc., Berkeley, California. Yeah, I think it's the same as the OJC series, and a Jazzland. But on the Jazzland label, they didn't put the Fantasy or whatever, But if you look at the sleeve, there is a print here at the bottom here, around here. It says manufactured from master owned by Fantasy Inc., Berkeley, California. If you look at the other copies that I got for the Fantasy Custom LP Collection series, yeah, it's the same. It's the same, if you look at the sleeves, it's the same, print is there. So I'm sure that, these two copies, Big Chief and Bobby Timmons, Sweet and Soulful Sounds, are from the Fantasy LP, the Custom LP Collection series, yeah, in 1997. But I wonder why, these two copies are, 180 gram, heavy vinyl, high quality heavy vinyl, unlike the other copies that I got. I don't know, they just separated, some of the copies are like, premium, and the others are just normal, ordinary reissues. I don't know, there is no information available on the internet now. So there is a kind of myth behind these two copies, really. But actually, because of the vinyl, heavy vinyl, I think the sound, yeah, of course, the cutting and the pressing are great, like the other Fantasy Custom LP Collection series that I got. It's the same, the cutting, sound quality, really, really superb. But at the same time, I don't know, because of my thinking, I feel when you listen to this, I feel that the sound is very stable. Yeah, that's for sure. Because of the weight, I don't know. Yeah, very good. It's like a premium reissue, really. So, I don't know, even us Japanese, collectors, not many jazz collectors know about this, fantasy custom LP collection series in the 1997 by the Victor Music Japan. Very, very scarce information available. So it's a myth. But in case you know, just let me know, okay? About this, heavy vinyl version of the Fantasy Custom LP Collection series. And I just added, this information in the blog that I wrote for the the Fantasy Custom LP Collection series sometime, last month. So if you're interested, you just go to the link down below, in the description below for the blog, post. You can get the total information about the Fantasy LP Collection series, the information that I know by now. Okay? I hope you like it. So that's it for today. And lastly, I always keep saying, just keep on staying safe, healthy, and thank you for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.